Hello and welcome to today's stream. Pendulum reading. So we have pendulum reading today. So it's yes or no questions for the pendulum. And I will go over the oracle cards in just a moment when we have a few people in. Hello. And Kita, hello and welcome. No audio. So, is it just low, or can you not hear me? Because usually it's quite low. Sometimes I have to turn it up. So let me know. Yeah, so it's pretty low. It's mobile streaming, so usually the mobile is pretty quiet. The mic is pretty quiet, so sometimes you just have to turn it up a little bit. So I do apologise for that. I'm really well. I hope you are well. Yeah, so it's yes or no questions for the pendulum, and I have some oracle cards here today. So we do have some um, regular ones that we regularly use, like our love cards, our angel messages, and our yin yang oracle. So we do have some regular ones, but we also have some kind of new ones that we haven't used a lot yet. So we have the spell casting oracle, we have the witch's wisdom oracle, and we also have the spirit junkie oracle as well. Yes, so there we are. They are the oracle cards for the day. They're the choices. So, Ankita says, will Mega call me today? Okay. We're getting a maybe on that. So there's a possibility of it. Yeah, there's a possibility of that. So Ankita says, I would love an oracle. So let's go with a witch's wisdom for today for you. So here we are. That's your card, and it says banishment. So it says banishment. So it may be pointing to something that that's negative in your life path. So maybe you have some negative energy, maybe there's a negative person around you. You might need to protect yourself a little bit. You might need to banish someone or banish a certain type of energy. You might need to do a bit of cleansing and protection, basically. So just be mindful of picking up negative energies at the moment, unfortunately. And Ankita also says, will she talk if I call her? So let's check that one. Yes, we got a yes on that. Okay, we got a yes. Jumini Yasara? Is it Jumini? I'm so sorry. Let me know if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Will I be able to get new interviews in this week? Okay, hopefully. Getting a no on that, so maybe just not this week. Maybe it'll be a little bit longer, but hopefully not too long for you there. So yeah, so guys, if you are new in, it's yes or no questions for the pendulum. You can ask as many questions as you like. Just phrase them in a way where you are asking, it can be answered by a yes or no. And then also we have the oracle cards. So I'll go back over the oracle cards, okay? So we have Witch's Wisdom. We have Spirit Junkie. We have Yin Yang Oracle. We have the Spellcasting Oracle. We have love cards, and we also have angel cards as well, messages from the angels. So like the video, ask your questions, and feel free to choose cards. So let's see. Jumini Sara says, will I be able to select Second interview to the company that I went to the first interview last Friday. Okay, so you're getting a second interview for this. Getting a no on that. So I really hope that energy changes for you. That's not the greatest answer. Really hope that that can change and you can manifest that. I really hope so. Um, so Ankita says, what's coming towards me? Any card you like? Yeah, I can pull you a card. Questions like what's coming towards me are very broad. It's not something that can be answered by a pendulum. So yeah, we'll do a card for you. So let's do a yin yang oracle for Ankita. So yin yang oracle there. You have healing and inner child. So there might be some inner child healing that you need to do. There might be some inner child connection that you need at the moment. So that might be something to meditate on, or to get a reading on, or something like that. Because there could be something from your childhood that's not quite healed from. It's, something that's happened, some negative energy or something like that. Let's see. And Ankita also says, can I get an angel card? Angel, here we are. You have divine order. Archangel Raguel. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. So things might look up in the air, they might look chaotic, but the path is settling and aligning, and things are going the way they should go eventually. So sometimes we see in the future why things didn't seem perfect right now, and they've aligned. They've you know, how can I say? Divine timing has aligned onto the path and things like that. So yeah, you're welcome. Guided by universe, hello. A card of my choice. Let's go for spell casting for guided by universe. Okay, so we have protection. So this is a very positive one. There's a message of your guides protecting you, you being generally protected right now. But there might also, sometimes there's a message of like, there might be one aspect where your protection is a little bit low as well. So you could think about upkeeping your protection or connecting to your guides and asking them to amplify your protection and things like that. But they are there and there is protective guides there. So it's pretty positive, really. And Jumini says, oh, I have a super sticker. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. That's so cute. Thank you. Yeah. So the readings are always free. There's always going to be free streams like this, but I do greatly appreciate super chats and super stickers, of course. So you're very welcome, and I really appreciate that. Janini, will I be able to get senior QA engineer job within 2 months? Okay, I hope so. Let's see. Yes, you get a yes on that. That's wonderful for you. Ankita says, will Megha be friends with me again? Yes, you get a yes on that, so that's great. An angel card for guided by universe. There we are, we have an angel. Take back your power, Archangel Raziel. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings into your life. Manifesting blessings into your life. So you have the power. The power. Sometimes we do need to step into our power. Sometimes we kind of act like we're not the main character almost, and we kind of go along with other people, maybe we're focusing on what other people need a lot, and sometimes we just need to step into our own power and follow our own goals and our own kind of things. So it's good to balance between, of course, being very generous and doing what other people want, but also stepping into your own power and doing your own things that you dream of. Ankita says, my exam results will come in the first week of July. Will I clear the exam? Okay, so let's check that one. Oh, we're getting a no on that. I really hope that is wrong. I really hope that is wrong. Praying for you to clear that. Dumini says, thank you, you're very welcome. Another super sticker. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. Ankita says, does Megha understand she should forgive me because I also gave her many chances? Okay. Yes, we do get a yes on that. So maybe this is just a situation where it's going to take a bit of time, a bit of healing on both sides, a bit of growth, So yeah, maybe I just take a bit of time. Guided by Universe says, does E miss me? Guessing a no on that at the moment. I'm really sorry to say. Let's see. Rain, hello, welcome. Mega says a love card for me and love card, right? Okay, here we are. So, love card. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So, yeah. So, adding just a little bit more romance, a little bit more kind of gestures. Just really expressing your love. I think sometimes when we're in a connection, we've been in a connection for a while, or we're a bit settled and used to it, sometimes we forget about really putting those romantic gestures out there and being very prominent with them, you know? Let's see. Guided by University, should I stop talking to C? Okay. Yes. You get a yes on that. And Kita, will she love me just like before after giving the chance? Okay. Yes, so there is a possibility of this. Card of my choice for rain. Let's go with Witch's Wisdom. Here we are. So the Witch's Wisdom for rain is imagination and air signs as well. So any air signs or whether there's any air in your chart might be important right now. So you're tapping into any astrology, that could be something to look at. But imagination is coming up. Now imagination is very important. It's a part of the third eye. It's kind of separate from our dream channels and our psychic abilities, but it is very important. And exercising the imagination can really help with the other aspects of the third eye that we wish to kind of amplify. So yeah, imagination is really important, and also important for our sacral creative energy. Maybe you need to tap into the creative energy a little bit more. Maybe that's kind of what you're being guided to do. Let's see. A love card for Guided by Universe. There we are. So you have healing family issues. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So there could be something with the parents, or on your side, or on the side of the other person, the POI, or the person that's coming into your life or is in your life. There could be some family issues that need healing, whether it is with the parents or whether it is kind of more of a other people in the family, other aspects, siblings, whatever it might be. But there might be something that's needed to be resolved there in some way, and then that will in turn help the romantic connection. Jasmine, hello and welcome. I hope you are well. Hi, is the legal aid of Cincinnati the LAS you pulled up yesterday for an attorney? Oh, okay. Is that the one that came up? Maybe. We're guessing maybe. Let me spin again and see if we can get an answer on that. Yes. We get a yes on that, so I really hope that is the right path. I hope that goes well. Okay. And Kita, does my brother understand that he should have come between me and my that he shouldn't have come between me and my friend? Okay. Yes. We get a yes on that. And Kita, that's just a message, Shireen. That's really cute. Healing Tarot, hello and welcome. Guided by University, should I buy a pendulum? Maybe. So there isn't negative energy around that, but maybe there's another form of divination that's calling you a bit more. Maybe that's why you have maybe, but I don't see why not. Healing Tarot says, so you're asking if this person is your twin flame, I think. So is this person your twin flame? No. We're getting a no on that. So it doesn't mean that it isn't an important connection. It doesn't mean that maybe they are not like a soul family member or something like that. But they're not your twin flame, that's all. Ankita says, do I have intuitive powers? Maybe. Maybe. And I think that the reason why it comes as maybe is because we all have the ability and potential to expand on psychic and intuitive abilities, but it just depends on, sometimes it depends on practice. For some people, they're very lucky and it comes very naturally. Some things we need practice on, you know? It's like some of my spiritual abilities and gifts came very naturally to me, and some of them, like astral projection, I really had to work on, you know? So it just depends. Rain says, may I have a love card for my connection with Yuto? Okay. Okay, so we have chemistry. There is a strong magnetic attraction here. A strong magnetic attraction. So it's very likely that you will come back together at some point, be drawn back together. I'm guided by universities. I can't heal my family issues. Um, in what way do you mean? Because you might not be able to heal them in the sense of with other people, like the other person involved, but you may be able to just heal that energy within yourself. Come to terms with things within yourself. Guys, if you have not liked the video yet, please do like it. I greatly appreciate that. And Megha says yin yang oracle. So here we are. We have assistants and spirit guides. So your spirit guides are very happy to assist you. But don't forget, spirit guides often can be observers, they can be protectors, sometimes they're just kind of observing and protecting, and they're not really stepping in to our life path or doing anything. A lot of the time, so what I would say, they can leave you to your own devices, you know? So it's important to check in with them sometimes and say, I need help with this, I need help with this, I would like help with this. They, although they can pick up on like your energies and your mindset and everything, sometimes they do kind of wait to be like formally asked in order to help with some things, not everything, but with some things, and also the extent that they help. If you're not asking for help, sometimes they will try not to intervene too deeply. So it's always worth asking for help because they may be able to intervene deeper if you ask. Jasmine, I still have something to take care of, but overall I'm okay. Yes. So yeah, rally, I'm praying and willing this most highest and positive path for Jasmine. Still I know, still kind of on the journey with that, but I do feel there's positivity available, positive resolution available. I do feel. Healing Tarot says, does this person truly love Kritika? I'm just not going to try to pronounce the name, I'm really sorry. But we'll do the question. Does this person truly love Kritika? Okay. No. Getting a no on that, unfortunately, I'm really sorry to say. Yeah, sending love to Jasmine, I greatly appreciate that. That's so sweet. Guided by Universe is very sweet. Ankita, okay, this one is sensitive. Was the plane crash in India planned? Oh, so things like that. Okay, so I'm happy to talk about things like these are the kind of things that maybe we leave to Discord. I'm happy to talk about things like this, but I can't really delve into like conspiracy or anything kind of like that on YouTube. I'm kind of trying to keep it just spiritual. I don't want to delve into like conspiracy on here. I think it's a bit too controversial and too risky. Um, but it's definitely something I would check like privately off stream, which is not something I would do publicly on stream. So I'm really sorry about that. A starseed card for Guided by Universe. Um, oh, I don't have the old starseed cards, but I actually just have this deck within reach, which I haven't used in a very long time. So we'll open those. So yeah, so we do have two different starseed decks. So it's very good that I have that within reach. These are very beautiful looking, very pastel colours. So yeah, let's see what we get here for Guided by Universe. So put those there. And they're very pretty, if you can see them properly, very kind of pastely. So, but this is your one. So there we are. It says, the 7 Star Sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life, expression. So it's all about self-expression, putting yourself out there, and any new creative ideas that you want to kind of tap into, try your hand at any new creative things, or keeping up with the creative things you're already doing and putting them out there though to the universe, to other people, you know. Um, Healing Tarot says Romance Angel. Yeah, there you are. So you have flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others, okay? So you're having flirt, extending your light-hearted energy to others. Sometimes on our love path we get very serious. You know, we rarely tap into that serious energy, responsible energy, adult, grown up, mature energy. It's always a good reminder to think about, you know, have I tapped into my inner child lately? Have I been light-hearted? Have we just flirted and been playful together? Or has everything been super serious? So just be light-hearted and playful, you know? Let's see. Badaboom, I think this person is. Just drinking diet water is good for health. Diet water? I'm not sure what that is, but I mean, I'll still do it. Let's see. I'll still see what it says for you. You're getting a no, so I'm not really sure. Maybe it's just because I myself I'm confused about what diet water is. I'm Healing Tarot. So does this person, and could she get married? So is the possibility of marriage with this person? We're getting a no on that, I'm really sorry to say. Guided by Universe is Eat My Twin Flame. Yes, you get a yes on that. Ankita, does my brother S understand he shouldn't have come between me and my friends? I think we got a no on that, but let's see. Maybe. Rain, a starseed card, yes of course. So here we are. For Rain, we have the Golden Children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. So again, a few of us are kind of getting messages about our inner child here. So maybe there is some inner child things that need. Let me just reply to this message. Hold on. Maybe there is some inner child things that need to be worked on at the moment. But rare gifts is the most interesting thing to me about this. So rare gifts is like those psychic gifts, intuitive gifts, any kind of even gifts you have. Maybe they're with creative gifts. Maybe you're really good at like an instrument or learning languages or something silly like that. Well, it's not silly, but you know what I mean. It could be anything but rare gifts. So you do have abilities and potentials, and you are very gifted. So yeah, that's really nice. So try to tap into those rare gifts. Okay, Yin Yang Oracle for Healing Tarot. It is so warm in this room. Oh my gosh. Here we are. So we have distance, retreat, or time out. Okay, so you need a little bit of time to yourself. You need some time out. You might need to charge your social battery a little bit. Retreat a little bit. Take some time to yourself. And don't worry about that. You know, don't feel like you owe people anything or you need to, you know, accommodate others in this time. If you do feel you need a bit of time for yourself, it's totally fine. Take that time. Guided by University's Earth Magic. So guys, I'll go over the cards we have because I've mixed them up a bit, so we don't have the usual cards. We do have some usual cards. So we have Love, Angel Message, and Yin Yang. So they're out of the regular ones. But we have new ones now, just for a change. So we have Spellcasting. We have Witch's Wisdom. We have Spirit Junkie. And then we have the Starseed ones that I just got out then. So they're the cards at the moment. Earth Magic will be back at some point, but it's nice to just mix them up a little bit sometimes and have a bit of a change. So, Kevin, hello and welcome. A love card, okay. Here we are. So it says, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So keeping an open mind about that soulmate coming in. Guided by Universities, don't think it's planned, just technical failure. Oh, talking about the crash, yeah. Yeah, and you know, that's very possible. But yeah, it's definitely something, those kind of things. I like talking about things like that. I do think it's interesting when people like kind of explore different avenues, try to, it's kind of like, there's a name for it, something journalism, where people kind of don't just trust everything that's on the news and they look into things themselves. Um, I really like that. I appreciate that, but it's just not something I want to touch on my own channel. Healing Tarot does Critica just attract our Ruda? It's just a karmic connection. So is it just a karmic connection? Okay. No, guessing a no on that. Kevin, will I have my interview for Capgemini in June? Yes, guessing a yes on that. Yin Yang for rain. Here we are. So we have self-worth and expectations. Okay, so it's, of course, it's kind of solar plexus based. Your self-worth, your self-love, your self-confidence, your self-esteem, making sure you're keeping that amplified and at the forefront, and you understand your worth and how amazing you are. But expectations can put a dampen on our self-worth if we kind of have this expectation that should have done this by this age, or should have done this by this time, I want to achieve this but I haven't yet. Release any expectations that you hold over yourself, and just tell yourself that there's more time. Keep going, there is more time. Release any silly expectations. It's still good to have goals and to work towards them, but it's not good to put pressure and like time constraints on yourself. So just be mindful of doing that. And Kita says, will I clear the exam in September term? Okay. Guessing a no on that. I'm really worried about these no messages about the exam. So really hope that energy changes for you, or that's just picking up something wrong by mistake, I hope. Guided by universe, will I move to Japan in the future? Guessing a no on that. So maybe not moving, but maybe you'll have a nice trip there. We're supposed to be going there next year, so I'm really excited. Damini, hello and welcome. Carolyn, hello and welcome. Rain, may I have a general love card? General love card, here we are. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So although it's general, there might be someone in your mind who you do need to have a heart-to-heart conversation with, or it could just be kind of a guidance of, when you do meet that person, don't be scared to really release your feelings and really have those heart-to-heart conversations, basically. Healing Tarot is meeting with Anaruda is a confidence is not destined. I don't understand the question, but I will do it for you anyway. Yes, I'm guessing a yes on that. Starseed for Gemini, okay. There we are. And you have, I'm sorry, defenselessness, righting past wrongs, and uprooting. So there could be someone coming to you with an apology. If someone owes you an apology, or someone hasn't treated you very well, they might come to you with like an apology or a resolution, or they might just want to connect back and be back in your life and things like that. Ankita, is Megha and Shivam done with each other? Okay. Maybe. Rahul Farmer? Will I move to another country within this year? Okay. Hello and welcome to the channel as well. Yes! So there is a possibility of you moving to a different country within this year. I think it's Rahul. If I pronounce your name wrong, guys, feel very welcome to correct me. I greatly appreciate that. It's always respectful to pronounce names correctly. And if you are new, hello and welcome. So if you are new, we do tons of readings like this weekly. Try to do as many as I can. I fell behind a little bit lately, but I'm getting back on that. So pendulum readings, room readings, starseed reading, past life reading, channelings, crystal ball. We do tons of different types of readings, so do subscribe. click the notification bell as well, so you'll be notified when I'm on and you'll be able to jump in. You can ask as many questions as you like and you can choose as many cards as you like within the time frame of the stream. So it's yes or no questions for the pendulum for anyone who is new. And yeah, hello and welcome! Welcome to Secret Frequencies. I am Venus. I'm Healing Tarot. Have I already known my future husband? Okay. No, I guess a no on that, so this might be someone new that you will meet. Ankita, will I clear the ITT exam? Yes! I'm guessing a yes on that one, that's great. Carolyn, does Christopher want to romance me? So let's do that one. We have maybe on that. Was Thursday a date? I'm guessing maybe on both. So I think there are some romantic energies there, I really do think so. Rain, yin yang card, there we are. So we have epiphany and breakthrough. So you're going to have a breakthrough soon. Veil will be lifted, you'll have clarity on something, so that's really positive. So it could be something that you're unsure about at the moment, could be something that's completely hidden and you don't know about yet, that comes to the forefront. And Damini says yin yang as well. Here we are. You have present, abundance, and gratitude. So an important thing that we often do, so Damini, we tend to like worry about the past and have anxiety about the future, and we kind of focus on those two elements, and we sometimes a lot of the time forget to be present. But you're being told to really try to be as present as possible and have gratitude for any small thing that happens, any small step forward or advancement or gift or anything. Gratitude for it, because abundant energy is available to you if you remain present and grateful. Gratitude, you know. Ankita, do I actually matter to Shivam, whom he don't want to lose? Do you actually matter? Okay. Yes, we do get a yes on that. Healing Tarot, Romance Angel for blessings coming towards me. Romance Angel, there we are. So we have playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So this is similar to the one we got before, where it's kind of like someone else got it, where it's like there's a serious, responsible, mature adult side to us, but we should also still have that playful, light-hearted, childlike, innocent side that comes out in plays and flirts and kind of, it's just light-hearted within a relationship. So don't forget to have that playful energy as well and not take everything too seriously. Witch's Wisdom for Ankita. There we are. Have Witch's Wisdom. Incubation. Okay, so there are some things that it's like you're planting seeds at the moment. It's like you might be taking some positive steps and you might be noticing some positive things, but it's more about ideas being planted, seeds being planted, and you will eventually reap that harvest. So you have a bit of time to go before you fully have the benefits of the seed you're planting right now. So my example for that would be like when you cast a spell. So when you cast a spell, like, okay, I've done the thing, but the manifestation can take time, So it's kind of like that. Rahul, will it be Australia when I move to another country? Okay. Maybe there's a possibility of Australia. Guided by Universe, says Yin Yang. Here we are. Forming structure and solid foundation. Okay, so forming structure and solid foundation. So you could be really rooting yourself in somewhere. You might be finding that place, whether it's the location you live or whether it might be a job even. It could be a job or the place that you live, but very root chakra based. You're finding a place where you really feel at home. You really want to make roots, and you really, it's all about that kind of energy. Very, very nice. Feeling very at home. Damini says a love card. Here we are. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. So sometimes this is negative. Sometimes it's like you have children, or the person, the POI, or the person coming in has children, and that affects maybe how much time you can spend together or how much attention you can give each other because there's responsibilities there. It can be that. But sometimes it can be it can sometimes be, for example, if you're already in a connection, one of you might want children and one might not. So whether to have children could be an important conversation to talk about, just things like that. Children can come in many different ways. It can even sometimes link to your inner child. There's an issue with one of the inner children, and that's affecting the relationship. And Kita, your accessories are so beautiful, just like you. That's very sweet. That's really sweet. Very sweet. Guided by Universities. Oh my god, Venus, I have Spirit Junkie cards too. Our collection is always kind of similar. Yeah, we do match on a few. We do have a few similar decks. Now these are really, really nice cards. I got these from Sarah, who is a member of the community. Sarah, I went to see her because I was supporting her through her pregnancy, and she gave me a ton of tarot cards, or oracle cards. So yeah, I have tons of them. I'm really grateful for that. And there is no earth magic, guys. Should I go back over the cards? So guys, if you are new in, if you haven't been in for a very long time, it's yes or no questions for the pendulum. If you didn't know, put your question in a way that can be answered by a yes or no. I'm behind in the chat, so have some patience for me to get to you. If you're super urgent for your question, you can send a super chat and I will do it straight away. But if you're not, just have a bit of patience for me to get to you. But the cards we have today are Witch's Wisdom, Spirit Junkie, Starseed, different type of Starseed card today, and Spellcasting. And we do have some regular ones. So we have Yin Yang, we have the Loved Ones, as always, and we do have the Angel Messages, which we pretty much do always have those as well. So Spirit Junkie for Guided by Universe, here we are. So you have, I am a light worker in disguise. I don't have to talk about it, I can just be it. So sometimes this is kind of a message for, not all light workers end up being like Reiki practitioners or sound healers or tarot readers. Not every single light worker goes down a spiritual path as a job. A lot of them are light workers by doing spiritual work in private, like meditating or energy work, earth work. Some of them are just bright lights in the world to help others. Maybe they go into like caring or nursing or something that's really a help to other people. Maybe they're just a help to all of their friends and everyone they meet. It can be very in disguise, like the card says. But yeah, it is really pointing to the fact that you are a light worker, and I think a lot of people here are. We're not all going to go down that path of being Reiki healers, but we are going to do something really positive in the world that's going to have a domino effect, very positive effect. Wandering Koala, it's lovely to see you. I have not seen you for a very long time. An oracle card for this week, yes. So let's do, I will do for Wandering Koala, we will do a Starseed, a Yin Yang, and an Angel. So let's do the Starseed first. There we are. No, that's not very visible. Lost Lands, Soul Memories and Gifts. You've done this before. So you might be activating some past life memories. You might be some of your gifts you already have might be heightening. Maybe your intuition, maybe other spiritual gifts that you have might be heightening. And also, it's because you've done this before. So you might be repeating a bit of a cycle of something that you didn't quite heal from a past life. So actually it might be a bit easier for you this time because you've kind of done it before. But yeah, it might just be about retrieving some of those past life memories, but you also might be in a cycle of sorry, I have an itchy foot. You might also be in a cycle of like I said, something you didn't quite heal in a past life might be coming back for you to heal now. So it might feel familiar. It might be a lesson that feels familiar, but I feel like you'll actually do it this time. So then we have a Yin Yang as well for Wandering Koala. We have self-love, creation, and intentions. Okay, so self-love, of course, always linking to the solar plexus. Creation, the sacral, and intentions is all about, of course, our manifestations, the things we want. So the messages in this card are to have a clear goal, keep your goal clear, and have clarity around what you really want. Tap into your creative side a little bit if you haven't done that for a while, or maybe you are doing it but you're in the middle of something creative and you need a push to finish it. But self-love, yeah, if you're having any doubts, a lack of self-confidence, or just feeling a bit lost within yourself, do focus on that solar plexus area. Do remember how much you're worth and what your value is. You're an amazing person. Keep that at the forefront of your mind. An angel message for Wandering Caller as well. Doing 3 cards for Wandering Caller because it's been such a long time since I saw you. Relationship harmony, Archangel Ragur. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. So any argument or conflict is being resolved. Maybe you receive an apology or just a resolution, and you may become closer with some of these people or this person. Opening the hearts of everyone involved. So if there has been if anyone's had a bit of a block up, a bit of a guard up on their emotions, that's going to be released. Healing Tarot, does Aniruda and Katika have some future journey together? Maybe. So there is a possibility of that. Rain says, I really appreciate the insight you give to the cards. They really resonate and mean a lot. Thank you. You're so welcome. And I always think, like, with some decks, I feel really drawn to read what they're all about, read the meanings of the cards, and kind of be a little bit more strict and structured with them. But with a lot of oracle cards, I always feel like my intuition is most important for reading them, because everyone's different. You could pull the same card for 5 people and give a slightly different alteration of the meaning in it, because you're going with your intuitive thoughts as well, Um, Ankita, if I ain't going to clear it, should I give up on the course? I really don't think give up. I really don't think give up. Um, Remember that not all energies are set in stone. This is why manifestation works. There'll be no point in spell work or manifestation if every single thing was set in stone and our whole life was predetermined. There'll be a point in getting readings, and they'd always be true, because no energy would ever change. There'd never be anything that changed about the reading. But we can manifest. Not everything is set in stone. So I would really say still focus on it, still go for it. I really don't think you should give up. Kevin, will I be working or training in Gemini in August? Maybe. So there's a possibility of that. Guided by Universe, should I join a better institute for learning Japanese? Currently, I'm learning online. Okay. So yeah, let's see. Yes, you are getting a yes on that. Might benefit you a bit more. Carol says, by the way, you predicted Christopher will contact me in 6 weeks time. 6 weeks time, and he did. Amazing. So always really happy to get feedback from you guys when something happens. I give a lot of readings, and I do get messages back like, this happened. It always makes me feel very how can I say it? I guess just like I'm on the right path, like I'm doing the right thing, I'm giving the right information, everything is going well. So yeah, thank you, I do appreciate that. Bear with me. If I can do this. Sorry, I buffered that. I didn't. I'm really sorry. I was just trying to fix that. Bear with me. Yeah, wonderful. That's okay. Oh gosh. Sorry. Suns, hello and welcome. Let me just check how long I have. Okay, yeah, we do have a bit longer. Hello and welcome, Suns. Oh, I've ruined everything. Let me see. Can you see the pendulum now? Can you see the pendulum? So sorry, I moved everything around. Okay. Suns, does Patrick love me? Okay. Maybe. We're getting a maybe on that. I think there's feelings there, but maybe they're not confirmed as being like in love, Ankita, can I get a card of your choice for my September exam so I know some guidance? Okay. Let's see. For exam. Let's do an angel card. I think angel maybe for that. There we are. Compassion, Archangel Zakiel. Soften your heart with respect. Soften your heart with respect to the situation and all of the people involved, including yourself. So have a bit. Maybe it's about the compassion for yourself and the self-love for yourself, because we can sometimes not operate at our full potential and ability if any area of our like chakra system is low and dampened, and if you're not really believing in yourself, maybe your solar plexus is a bit dampened, and maybe that's the issue. It could be. So maybe focus on that a little bit and kind of try to amplify your own belief in yourself, you know? Healing Tarot. Is Anuruddha is the result of Kritika's manifestation? Okay. Maybe. Maybe. Guys, if you have not liked the video yet, please do like it. I greatly appreciate it. If you are new, it's yes or no questions for the pendulum. You can ask as many questions as you like. Please bear in mind that I'm behind in the chat. There's a lot of chat and I need to catch up. I take my time with the questions and cards. And we have a few cards. I'll go back over the oracle cards that we have in a moment. And if you're super urgent for your question, you're very welcome to send a super chat. But if not, please just have patience for me to get to you. Let's see. Kevin, will there be a new love interest coming for me in July or August? Let's do July first. Maybe, we get maybe for July. Let's do August. Yes, we get a yes for August. A love card for Sons. There we are. It says, you deserve love, you are lovable. So keep that at the forefront of your mind. Like I was saying just then with the exam and the solar plexus. Sometimes if we don't believe, if we're very you know, I don't deserve this, or I'm not good enough for this, and we're kind of putting that energy on ourselves, even if it's a little bit subconscious, or it's because someone has put us down, we do need to make sure we believe that we deserve these things, you know? Guided by Universe says, I love this version of the Starseed cards. Yeah, it's really nice to have a change. I felt like I keep kind of going through the cycle of the same cards when I have tons of cards that Sarah gave me. So I'm like, you know what, I'm going to connect with more of the cards. I'm going to mix it up. So yeah, so I have like 2 spirit animal ones, 2 different love ones, and 2 different Starseed ones. And these ones are really nice. I don't think that this kind of mobile stream does it justice on how beautiful the kind of pastel colours are. And it's the ring light's too bright for you to really see, but they are very beautiful. Let's see. Valia, is the romance between Sepho and Dewey really over? Sorry if I pronounce the name wrong, but I will do the question. Maybe. So maybe it's maybe. So it might be up in the air, it might be undecided, and that's why it's a maybe. Sun says a yin yang card, of course. Here we are. We have avoidance and stalemate. Okay, so avoidance. So there might be something in your life that you're avoiding. You might be suppressing some emotions or avoiding a certain situation or person that you need to face, or even something with inside yourself that you need to face. But it could also be about someone else who's avoiding you. So there could be a bit of an issue in like a cord connection that you have with someone. If they're avoiding you, the cord might be negative. You might need to release it. So just think about that. Is it you, or does it resonate with you that it might be a different person? Rahul says, will there be someone who will be with me when I move? Thank you. Okay, will there be someone with you? Maybe. So there's a possibility of there being someone with you. Guided by Universe, will I meet my soulmate this year? Maybe. Yeah, so there's a possibility of that for Guided by Universe. Rain says I accidentally asked for the yin yang card twice. Sorry, my memory is not it. No, that's fine. It's fine. Sometimes that, you know, maybe you needed that. Maybe you needed those 2 messages. You're very welcome. If you feel really drawn to a deck, you can't ask for more than 1 card. It's totally fine. Some, you know, I mean, when I do full readings, you know, it's a full spread of all of the cards, so it's totally fine to ask for a few of one, especially if you're drawn to it, or if you forget, maybe you were guided to do that. Sun says, do I have intuitive powers? Yes. Twice, I guess, thrice. Thrice. I love the word thrice. Guided by Universities, it's okay to ask twice if you don't remember. Oh no, it's totally fine. Damien says, but I do that if it's my favourite oracle as well. Yeah, of course, of course. Oh, a super chat. Hello and welcome, Sid, and thank you very much for the super chat. Will I be able to get enough blood from my fingers to fill vials for my home thyroid test? Okay. Maybe. I'll spin again just to see if we can get a definite. Getting a yes. Okay, so we're getting a yes on that. But guys, remember, for medical questions, I am happy to answer them, but I have to give a disclaimer that you should not only use divination for medical-based questions. You should always check with the appropriate healthcare professional as well, okay? Just have to give that disclaimer there. But thank you. I really appreciate that super chat. A spell card for Guided by Universe. Spell card, this one. Okay, here we are. So it says confidence. Okay, confidence. I think a lot of us are getting our solar plexus. It happens a lot. I think we need more self-love, more self-confidence, more self-care, you know? Do some self-care. And step into your confidence, step into your power and your confidence, because more opportunities do come to you when you're really resonating that high external energies, you know? Let's see. Thank you. I appreciate the compliments, guys. Magha says angel message. There we are. Victory! Archangel Sandalphon! Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. Yeah, so your prayers have been heard and answered. Sometimes things just take time. Sometimes there's certain alignments that are really big and really grand, and it just takes time to put them into place. So we do kind of have to have faith and trust that things are coming. Rain says spirit junkie. Here we are. And this is, instead of taking on the fear of others, I reflect love. Yeah, so really I'm guarding yourself, sorry, not guiding yourself, guarding yourself from the fear of others, because other people's negative energy really can get to us, especially if you're an empath, you know? You can put your protections really high, but it can be very difficult as an empath to not take on those negative energies. So always remember that you're reflecting the love back outwards. And that is also another layer to kind of help and protect you. Another super chat. Thank you very much, Sid. Will my mum be able to post my blood samples before letterbox collection time today? Okay. I'll spin again. We're getting maybe, so this energy might be up in the air. Yes. Getting a yes on that, so that's good. Let's see. I think I'm up to Magha with Spirit Junkie here. There we are. Magha, Spirit Junkie. Today I consciously choose to think loving thoughts, take compassionate actions, and bring forth peaceful energy. So today I consciously choose to do this. I feel like you're a very lovely person and that you do this, but sometimes we do need that reminder to really keep that beauty, love, peace, energy at the forefront, you know? Sometimes we need a reminder, especially if we're going through difficult times. Let's see. Is it Keanu? Keanu Charles Reeves, hello and welcome. Guys, if you are new, welcome to Secret Frequencies. I am Venus, and we are doing yes or no questions for the pendulum. So put your questions in a way that can be answered by a yes or no, or you can choose from the oracle cards, which I'll go back over in a little moment. If you are looking for a more in-depth reading, spell, session, Reiki, cleansing, sound healing, all of my information is in the description of the video. I have my email, Discord, and Facebook, which are the best free ways to contact me privately. But there's also my website. So my website is secretfrequencies.com/shop. The link is in the description of the video, and you can see all of the spells, sessions, and readings that I do that are more in depth than on stream, and they are very reasonably priced as well. So go ahead and just check them out. See if you resonate with anything. I do sell a few physical items as well, but yes. Let's see. Rain says spellcasting card. There we are. So we have boundaries. So remembering to keep your boundaries. Sometimes as very generous people, empaths, we we tend not to keep boundaries as much, and we tend to let people in. We tend to be very open and expressive with people, but we do need to know where to draw the line with certain people and which people are. People can take advantage if you're very, very too kind and too lovely. People can take advantage, so just have your boundaries, keep your boundaries up. Spirit Junkie for Demini. Spirit Junkie. And don't forget to like the video, guys. Please do like it. We don't have too long left now. We have about 10 minutes. And we're only at 15 likes. I would love to get to 20 if we could. So the Spirit Junkie for Gemini. I communicate with ease and grace. People are willing to embrace what I have to say. So just taking a moment with your throat chakra, feeling like you're worthy, feeling like what you have to say is worthy. And you have so much knowledge to spread, and I think sometimes we forget. If we deal a lot with other people who are very knowledgeable, like maybe we're in some kind of training, education, job, anything, community, where there's someone that's knowledgeable and teaching us, we forget that actually sometimes we're the knowledgeable one and we have a lot of knowledge to give, and you do. That's for Demini. So, guided by universe says, will I be rich in the future? I hope so. Let's hope. Yes, amazing. So there's a possibility for you there, so that's really great. Beautiful message for me, I'm definitely a light worker. Yeah, you definitely are. I agree with that, guided by universe. Wandering Koala says they are really helpful. It's been a crazy few weeks. Thank you for the cards and speak to you soon. You're very welcome. And yeah, if I haven't seen someone in a long time, I do tend to do like a little spread. So I really hope, I'm glad, I really hope it helps. I really hope it shines a light on some things, Angel card for rain. Here we are. It says, comfort, Archangel Ashriel. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. So any emotional healing you might need, you can tap into Archangel Ashriel for emotional healing. Angel card for Healing Tarot. Here we are. It says, beloved one, Archangel Camille. I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. So helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship, okay? Let's see. And Healing Tarot also says, is Anna Ruja feelings for me or not? I think there's feelings, I just think that it's not like in love. So we're getting a no. I feel like there are some feelings there, but I feel like it's a little bit doubtful. There's doubt, and that's why we get no sometimes. Aries! Will I end up being able to be intimate and have sex with my partner tonight? Okay. Don't know if I should have said that on stream, but let's ask. Maybe. Usually I say sacral energy, or I say something in place of, those words. But yeah, so you're getting a maybe at least, so there's a possibility there. Shahat, hello and welcome! I'm very well, I hope you are well. Angel card for Gemini. Here we are. It says, clear your space. So Archangel Jophiel. Get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use Feng Shui. This is really important. I actually really am a proponent for Feng Shui, because the flow of energy around the spaces, like our sacred space, our home, our workspace, is just as important, is almost just as important as the flow of energy in our chakra system. And sometimes we forget that. Our outer world reflects our inner world, so if it's super cluttered, that will have an effect on your energy flow in your body. So you need to clear the space, let the energy flow nicely around, make sure you're letting a lot of natural light in, and having the windows open and things like that often as well. Hello Pooja, I'm very well, I hope you are well. An angel card for Shahat. Here we are. Career transition, Archangel Camille. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So you might have a change in your career path. Interesting. An angel card for Pooja. Here we are. You are safe. Archangel Michael. I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and your home. Very nice. Benita, does Shan have a crush on me? Oh, it's the first respin of the day. No. So unfortunately there is no crush there at the moment. That doesn't mean that can't grow. Doesn't mean that things won't develop. Maybe they will. Shahat says, is why jealous of V and my relationship? Yes. I guess a yes on that. Benita says any card is my choice. So let's do Benita a star seed for Benita. Here we are. There we go. And it says star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission and activation. So you are guided to do some sky watching in the evening, look up at the stars, take in that kind of energy. Um, Crystal grids may be very beneficial for you at the moment. If you do want to do spiritual work, you could do a crystal grid around where you meditate or around your bed. If you're not actively doing spiritual work, crystal grids around the bed can be very powerful and positive as well. But yeah, you're being guided to crystals, you're having some activations, so taking in the light of the stars in the evening will help with your activations at the moment. Card of my choice for relationship for Aries. Well, let's do a love card then, if it's relationship. There we are. Ah! It says deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship, so there might be some deception going on somewhere. There might be a lie, something should be uncovered. So unfortunately, I am sorry to say that. That's an unfortunate card to pull. I'm sorry about that. Pooja, is meditation correct spiritual practice for opening of my spiritual gifts? Yes. Getting a yes on meditation for Pooja. Spellcasting card. There we are for Pooja. It says lighten your load. So don't take on too much. I think this is also why you're being told to not expend too much of your energy with like your family duties and things like that as well, because you might be taking on too much, or you might be planning to take on a bit too much. Prioritize your goals and your ambitions and your dreams, and just make sure you're taking small steps. And if there is anything that other people can help with, commission other people, delegate to other people. Don't take on too much yourself. Carolyn says, thank you for your guidance. You have such a beautiful spirit. I appreciate you very much. You do. You have such a beautiful spirit. I'm so glad that I connected with you. And I really love those of you who, you connect with me outside of stream as well. We have little chats and catch-ups sometimes. I really appreciate that. I feel like I've got, like a soul family community of friends, not just, don't just feel like someone who does a stream, a yin yang card for Shahat. There we are. So we have seeds and spring. So spring is a time frame for really positive manifestations to occur, and seeds is all about the seed you're planting now. So between now and spring, you might be putting some plans into action, and they might even have momentum, but they'll manifest fully in the spring. So keep focus on your manifestations and keep planting your seeds. And I really do have to jump off now, guys. So I'm going to check who else we have in the chat here. Let's see. Marianne! I haven't done anything for Marianne, so let's do a winner of the giveaway, Marianne. So Marianne won the giveaway. And let's do an angel card for Marianne as well. All is well. Archangel Jeremiah. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. So you're getting some hidden blessings coming to you now, and you will start to understand how things are unfolding and why. Let's see. So really sorry for the questions and cards I can't get to. I'm really sorry about that. Jamina Yasara, will I be able to be a QA architect within 6 years? Let's see. I hope so. Getting a no on that, unfortunately, so I'm really sorry to say. Let's see. Hey, hello and welcome. I'm so sorry to only just catch you as I'm jumping off. Oh my gosh. But yeah, you're so welcome. Oh, Rain, a super sticker, sorry. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate. We've made a bit of money today, so that's really nice for the channel. So yeah, really appreciate the super chats and super stickers. Really appreciate members. Shout out to Jasmine especially. Really appreciate you guys who Rain, Guided by Universe, and Sid, I think, for the super chats and super stickers. I really appreciate that. I'm so grateful. Really appreciate new people coming into the community as well. Don't be shy. Connect with me. Connect with us. Join into more streams. You're very welcome. Everyone is welcome here. I feel like we attract the positive people, So yeah, all of my information is in the description of the video. Catch me again soon. I'll be on again very soon. Probably going to do a room reading pretty soon as well. But guys, we only got 18 likes on the video. Rarely was hoping for 20. So if you check and you realise you have not liked it, please just do that as you're jumping out. I would greatly appreciate to reach our goal of likes. I'm a very small streamer and 20 is a very small number, but I'm very, very grateful for it. I really appreciate that. So love, light and blessings to each of you. I really hope to connect with you very soon. So look out for the room reading, tea leaf reading, channelings, things that are coming up next, crystal balls. So I will see you very, very soon. Yeah, love you guys.